Hi everyone, staying safe at home. It's Miss Debbie from NACOG Head Start for story time. Okay, the name of our book today is Chicks and Salsa, and it's written by Aaron Reynolds. He's our author, and the pictures were drawn by Paulette Bogan. She's our illustrator. And let's look at the cover of this book and the name Chicks and Salsa. What do you predict this story is about? My friend Miss Diana did a morning greeting where she talked about predictions and observations and hypotheses. So we're going to see what you predict this story is about. I wonder what happens at Nut Thatcher Farms when the chickens get tired of eating the same old chicken feed. The rooster hatches a plan. Let's see what happens with just a pinch of genius. He comes up with a plan so that they're not eating the same old thing all the time. I wonder what his plan is. All right, Chicks and Salsa. Oh, look, you can see him. He's thinking. There were grumblings in the hen house of Nut Thatcher Farm. The chickens were tired of chicken feed. The rooster took it upon himself to solve this problem. So they have a problem, and he's going to figure out a solution to their problem. Mrs. Nut Thatcher, the farmer's wife, had started watching cooking shows in the afternoons. The rooster was perched on a fence post. That means she was atop the fence post. Perched on the fence post outside the farmhouse window when he discovered the solution to his problem. Discovered means, I have it. I know what to do. It says, salsa! Led by the rooster, the chickens crept into the garden, where they took tomatoes and uprooted the onions. So here's some tomatoes and here's some onions. What are they going to do with them? I guess we'll have to observe what they do and see if we can figure out what their plan is. That night, the chickens ate chips and salsa, though nobody was quite certain where the chickens got the chips. The tasty tang of tomatoes and onions hung on over the barnyard, and the rooster said, "Ole!" He's dancing, he's happy, and sometimes when you're happy, you might say in Spanish, "Ole!" It's like, yay, yippee! Oh, well, news traveled fast. And very soon, there were mumblings at the duck pond of Nut Thatcher Farm. Now the ducks are thinking, they were inspired by the chickens. The ducks decided they were tired of fish. With the rooster's encouragement, that means he says, yeah, come on, you can do it. What's your plan? What are you going to think of doing? So with the rooster's encouragement, the ducks dipped into the garden, where they selected cilantro and gathered garlic. What do you think? What's your guess? What's your prediction that they're going to do with some garlic and some cilantro? What are they up to? They're going to make something. What can it be? Well, that night, the ducks ate guacamole, though nobody was quite certain where the ducks got the avocados. In case you haven't seen one before, here's an avocado. It's actually a kind of fruit, just like our tomato. The spicy scent of garlic and cilantro hung over the barnyard, and the ducks said, "Ole!" Oh, well, the next morning, there were rumblings in the pig pen of Nut Thatcher Farm. Overwhelmed by the exciting aromas and enticing aromas. That's the smells of the things that the chickens, roosters, and the ducks made. So the pigs decided they were tired of their slop. So now, the pigs are getting ideas. What do you think their plan is? Can you predict what the pigs are going to do? Well, let's see. What's going to happen on the next page? While the rooster distracted Farmer Nutthatcher, the pigs plodded into the garden, where they borrowed beans and chopped chilies. So they borrowed some beans and some chilies. We have red and green chilies. What do you think they're going to make? That night, the pigs ate nachos, though nobody was quite certain where the pigs got the nacho cheese sauce. The delightful deliciousness of cheese and chilies hung over the barnyard, and the pigs said, "Ole!" As everyone knows, when a passion for Southwestern cuisine takes hold of farm animals, and so many sumptuous, spicy, savory scents, again that means smells, collide in the barnyard air, it can only lead to one thing: a fiesta! The rooster got things organized, then returned to his fence post to watch for a good enchilada recipe. The horses decorated the barn. So what do you think a fiesta is? They're preparing for it. The bull practiced his Mexican hat dance, though nobody was quite certain where the bull got the sombrero. That kind of hat is called a sombrero. Big bull dancing around that hat. And the chickens, ducks, and pigs snuck into the garden. But all of their spicy Southwestern supplies were gone. The scallions had been stolen. That's another name for the green onions. The peppers had been pilfered. Pilfered? What does that word mean? That means they've been taken. They've been stolen. The limes had been lifted. Also means they're gone. But there were slurpings in the kitchen of Nutthatcher Farm. Stirred by the succulent smells in the barnyard, Mrs. Nutthatcher had decided to make tamales for the county fair. Oh, and look, Mr. Nutthatcher is so excited he's dancing too. A saucy sweetness hung over the farmhouse kitchen, and Mrs. Nutthatcher said, what do you predict she says now? She says, say it with me, "Ole!" Oh, disappointed, the animals canceled the fiesta. So the fiesta was a party. That evening, the chickens ate their chicken feed, the ducks ate their fish, and the pigs ate their slop. But while the Nutthatchers were at the fair, the rooster crept into the kitchen and he borrowed a French cookbook. The next morning, the rooster ate crepes with white grapes in grape sauce. Ooh, crepes are like very thin pancakes. Though nobody was quite certain where the rooster learned how to read. A satisfied smile stretched over the rooster's beak, and the rooster said, because now he's learning French, "Ooh la la." The end. Okay, my friends, have you ever had salsa or guacamole? Ooh, I've had both and they are so good. What about tamales? Do you remember the pigs wanted to make some tamales? Oh, no, I'm wrong. It was Mrs. Nutthatcher. She made tamales. Oh, these are all wonderful foods, so I hope someday you get to try them. And do you remember what the chickens needed to make the salsa? Yes, they needed some tomatoes and some onions. Limes and peppers are good to put in. There's a lot of different kinds of salsa. And what did the ducks need for the guacamole? Oh, the main thing, of course, is avocado. Okay, my friends, those are both fruits. Avocados and tomatoes are both fruit, just like apples, but they taste very different. Okay, hope you had a good time listening to Chicks and Salsa, and I will see you again soon. Bye.
Your local library may have this book available for checkout. Remember to read every day. Happy reading!